50 interesting facts about 3D printing. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, is a process of creating three-dimensional objects from a digital model by adding material layer by layer. The concept of 3D printing dates back to the 1980s, but it gained significant attention and popularity in the 2010s. The first 3D printer was created by Chuck Hull in 1983 using a process called stereolithography. A wide range of materials can be used in 3D printing, including plastics, metals, ceramics, and even food. 3D printing is used in various industries, including aerospace, healthcare, automotive, fashion, and architecture. The medical field utilizes 3D printing to create customized prosthetics, implants, and even human tissue and organs. NASA has used 3D printing to manufacture rocket engine components. 3D printing is employed in the production of intricate jewelry and fashion items. The construction industry is exploring 3D printing for building houses and structures using concrete and other materials. The food industry experiments with 3D printers to create edible objects and intricate designs with ingredients like chocolate and sugar. Types of 3D printing. There are several different 3D printing technologies, including fused deposition modeling, FDM, stereolithography, SLA, selective laser sintering, SLS, and more. FDM is one of the most common 3D printing methods and involves melting and extruding plastic filament through a nozzle. SLA uses a liquid resin that is cured by UV light to create objects layer by layer. SLS employs a laser to sinter, fuse powdered material together to form layers. Multi-material 3D printers can combine various materials and colors in a single print job. 3D printing and industry. The aviation industry uses 3D printing to manufacture lightweight and complex parts, reducing aircraft weight and fuel consumption. In automotive manufacturing, 3D printing is used for rapid prototyping and creating custom parts. The fashion industry has seen 3D printed clothing and accessories showcased on runways. The dental industry uses 3D printing to create dental implants, crowns, and bridges. Custom hearing aids are often 3D printed to precisely fit an individual's ear. 3D printing in education. 3D printing is increasingly being used in educational settings to teach STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics concepts. Schools and universities use 3D printers for student projects and research. 3D printing is considered a valuable tool for helping students learn about design and engineering. 3D printing in art and design. Artists and designers use 3D printing to create sculptures, jewelry, and intricate art pieces. Some architects use 3D printing to build detailed architectural models and prototypes. 3D printing advancements. Researchers are working on 3D printing technologies that can print at the nanoscale, potentially enabling the creation of extremely small and precise objects. Continuous liquid interface production, CLIP, is a technology that allows for faster and more continuous 3D printing compared to traditional layer-by-layer methods. Carbon fiber reinforced materials are used to create stronger and lighter 3D printed objects. 4D printing is an emerging field where 3D printed objects change shape or properties over time in response to external stimuli like heat or water. NASA has developed a 3D printer that can print objects using moon dust as a raw material, potentially enabling 3D printing on other celestial bodies. 3D printing challenges. One challenge in 3D printing is the need for post-processing, which often includes sanding, painting, or assembly to achieve the desired finish. Some 3D printed objects can have a rough or layered appearance due to the additive nature of the process. Ensuring the quality and consistency of 3D printed objects can be a challenge, especially in industrial applications. 3D printing in medicine. Surgeons use 3D printed models of patients' organs or injuries to plan and practice complex surgeries. Customized 3D printed implants are used for patients who need bone or joint replacements. 3D printing has been used to create artificial limbs for amputees. 3D printing and intellectual property. The ease of digital file sharing has raised concerns about intellectual property rights and 3D printed objects. Some companies and industries are exploring ways to protect their designs and patents in the age of 3D printing. Consumer 3D printing. Consumer-grade 3D printers are available for home use, allowing individuals to create their own custom objects. 3D printing enthusiasts often share their designs and projects on online platforms. Some companies offer 3D printing services where customers can upload their designs and have them printed and shipped. 3D printing and sustainability. 3D printing can be more sustainable than traditional manufacturing methods as it often generates less waste. The ability to produce spare parts on demand reduces the need for large inventories, potentially saving resources. 3D printing in space. The International Space Station, ISS, has a 3D printer for manufacturing tools and replacement parts in space. NASA is researching ways to use in situ resources and 3D printing for future lunar and Martian missions. 3D printing and fashion. Some fashion designers use 3D printing to create intricate and avant-garde clothing and accessories. 3D printed shoes have gained popularity for their unique designs and customization options. 3D printing and food. The food industry experiments with 3D printers to create decorative and customized food items. Some restaurants use 3D printing to create edible sculptures and intricate desserts. NASA is researching 3D printing technology to develop food for astronauts during long space missions. These facts illustrate the wide-ranging impact and potential of 3D printing technology across various industries and sectors, from healthcare and aerospace to art and consumer applications. Advances in materials and techniques continue to expand the possibilities of what can be achieved with 3D printing.